You got the yuca fries, you got the mojarra fried fish. This is like your ultimate Salvadoran dining experience in Los Angeles. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Los Angeles, just a little west of downtown LA, because I'm gonna be checking out one of the hottest restaurants you can find in the neighborhood. Right here is La Pupusa Urban Eatery. This is, according to Yelp and Google, the highest rated Salvadoran restaurant you can find in Los Angeles. And this is actually my first time trying Salvadoran food in a brick and mortar restaurant. So this is going to be a very awesome experience. So I encourage you guys, stick all the way to the end of this episode, especially if you're looking for Salvadoran food in Los Angeles, because this is really one of the most recommended ones that you can find in all of LA at La Pupusa. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading into La Pupusa and going to be trying a lot of this awesome LA-style Salvadoran food. It is a family-run business, very highly rated on the internet. In fact, it was even nominated on the LA Times 101 Best Restaurants list in the past. That's got to count for something, right? You can eat here, you can do takeout, you can even play games while you're here. So looks like it's kind of a fun place to be all around. They have breakfast options. So if you're here and you're wanting some breakfast and brunch, I guess they got some dishes for you. And this is the one I heard I have to get, the pan con pollo, which is their family recipe chicken sandwich. So if you like chicken sandwich, then I guess that's the one you gotta get. I mean, they have quite a lot of stuff on the menu, like mojarra frita, which is if you love seafood, like fried fish, then that's the one you gotta get, which I am gonna get. See, carne asada, as well as soups. And then on this side, this is what they are known for. After all, this restaurant is called La Pupusa. So for $5 each, you can get these traditional pupusas like the bean and cheese, which I've had before as street food in LA. Or you can go with specialty pupusas. Look, Korean. Oh, I heard that's a new one on the menu. I'm so doing it. And then you also see this other section, which is the Salvadorian fusion dishes. So yes, this restaurant does have fusion dishes, which pretty much represents the culture of Los Angeles. It is a mixture between traditional Salvadoran dishes as well as more modern recipes, all based on the family's upbringing here in Los Angeles with the multiculturalism. So you're going to see different ingredients, recipes being infused in some of these Salvadoran dishes. So I guess if you want the best of both worlds, like the food from El Salvador, as well as inventive stuff that has like an LA twist, then you've come to the right spot. Of course, we know that Salvadoran food is not as popular as Mexican food in Los Angeles, but I would say that it's probably the second or third most popular Latin American food you can find in the city. There is a sizable Salvadoran population in LA, so you're bound to find a lot of these Salvadoran restaurants. And this is one of the more urban contemporary Salvadoran restaurants you're gonna find in the city. So starting off with their pupusas. What a great way to start off, right? So this one I've had before in other places, the bean and cheese pupusa. Very traditional Salvadoran pupusa. So if you're trying a pupusa for the first time, I think you should really start with this one. Okay, now this is something you're not gonna find quite too often in restaurants. It's their house specialty, their La Coreana specialty pupusa. So it's their Korean-inspired pupusa. Yes, in honor of LA Korean culture. That is so considerate. So you get your choice of spicy pork bulgogi or beef bulgogi, and it's served with, look at this, the kimchi cardito. If you're kind of a beginner like me, you will not know how to eat the pupusa. This is the way you're supposed to do it. Even though you could eat it by itself, for the maximum flavor, you gotta get this. So you tear it off, you eat it with this pickled vegetable, just like this. In case you guys don't know what pupusa is, it's essentially made out of corn masa on the top. they would grill it on both sides, and inside you can put quite a lot of things. Like you could do bean, you could do cheese, or you could do both of them. You could do jalapeno. It really depends on what restaurant you show up to. But remember, eat it when it's hot and eat it with the salsa, just like this, or with this, the cortito, which are the pickled vegetables that you put on so that it gives it like a crunchy, refreshing, a little bit of a sour taste. Good stuff. Reminds me of when I had it the first time about 3 years ago. It took me a while to learn how to eat it, but now I think I kind of have a hang of it. Now this one is not your traditional pupusa. Obviously, you don't have bulgogi on top of pupusa, right? And I think you're supposed to kind of eat it like a taco. Look at how big this thing is. This is a beast. So I got mine with the beef bulgogi. I didn't think I would ever find a Korean style pupusa. I mean, I guess it's possible since we're here in Los Angeles. I mean, you can find just about any kind of food here in LA. It's a very enjoyable dish, especially if you love meat, then for sure, this is the one you got to get on the menu. Like the saltiness, the sweetness of the beef bulgogi, which are huge, by the way. These are big chunks of beef on top of the pupusa, as well as this kimchi. It is pretty bomb. Only in LA, I'm telling you, if you go to El Salvador, you're probably not going to find this one. But if you do, let me know. I'd love to know where it is. Now, this is a pretty traditional Salvadoran dish, but with an LA twist, as you can see from the presentation. Yuca con chicharones. So you can get your choice of fried or steamed cassava. I recommend fried. That's really the way to go, along with their fried pork. You can kind of see it buried under the sauce. And you guys know that there is a Salvadoran street food market here in LA, right? It's on Vermont Avenue between 11th Street and 12th Street. It also stretches to Olympic on the weekends. Pretty big. I've been there a few times. Really awesome. It was there that I've tried this dish for the first time. Yuca with chicharon, amongst other Salvadoran dishes. These are like yuca fries with the avocado sauce on top. For sure, get it fried. Unless you are health conscious, nothing wrong with that. But if you have some flexibility, get it fried because it tastes great. Especially when mixed with the chicharon, which is the pork. Killer combination. I'm a fried pork type of person. That's why when I saw this on the menu, I just knew I had to get it. As you can see, it's pretty huge. This can easily feed one person, if not two people. I can already tell. This is one of my favorite dishes here. And pupusa, very good too, but if you ordered this one, you're not gonna go wrong, especially if you love fried food. This is like the ultimate thing to get here. All right, now here is something, like I said, they are most known for, their pan con pollo, the traditional chicken sandwich made with sesame and pumpkin seed blended in sauce. So they would cook that piece of chicken, which you can't see, but I'll just show you in a bit, in the sauce, which is that one, and then they will put it into the bread, topped with all of these veggies. You got your house blend sauce to the right, and you're all set. Don't even know how to eat this thing. It's like so loaded. Okay, just gotta dig into it, gotta dive into the ocean. I can't really describe what that sauce tastes like because it is their house blend, but it's not spicy. It's very, it's savory. Yeah, so when you eat the chicken inside, you almost feel like you're eating a home style dish, like mom's home cooking in sandwich format. You know what I'm talking about? You know that feeling where it's like, it's really something you would eat at home? Yeah, I'm not surprised because, like I said, this is a home recipe from what I heard. So that's why if you want more of like a home style taste, then I think the sandwich is really what you got to get. And it's very good, very tasty sandwich. One of the most unique and best tasting chicken sandwiches I've had like anywhere in LA. And I do want to remind you that this restaurant has their drinks as well, so definitely get one. I mean, I'm a horchata type of person, so I got the Salvi horchata shake. Tastes just like horchata. Yeah, I can't really describe what a horchata tastes like. You just have to experience it for yourself. There's a Mexican version of the horchata, but then I guess they have their version here as well. Mixed with vanilla ice cream, has like a caramel flavor too. Maybe you're not into shakes. If you're not, then forget about this drink. But if you guys like shakes and you like horchata, it's like your dream drink right here. And you know me, I love my seafood. This is the mojarra frita, which is fried tilapia. It's served with rice on the side and some beans. Yep, the beans is right there. Fresh made tortillas. And some veggies. So please, by all means, use your hands when you're eating this food, especially the pupusa, because this indigenous dish is traditionally eaten with the hands. It still is today. So try not to use the knife and fork unless you really have to. Just have fun with it. I mean, how often do you eat with your hands, right? Okay, no surprise there. I knew that fish was going to be good. This is a deep fried tilapia. Ooh, you gotta be careful. It's kind of sharp too. So they do give you like the tortillas as well. You're just supposed to use your fingers to kind of pick at it. I mean, you could use your tortillas, dip it in some of those beans on the side. The fun of eating this dish. And the fish is not spicy at all. I know when you go to, like, for example, Mexican restaurants, when they make a similar dish, it can be spicy depending on what condiments they give you or what spices they put on. This one, you taste a lot of the natural flavor of the fish, deep fried. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Like I said, I don't eat that often with my hands, so this is actually quite fun. Of course, I haven't been to too many Salvadoran restaurants to compare this one to, but what I can tell you is that the food here is awesome. Like, really awesome. I mean, all of these dishes were so unique and so tasty that I can't really tell you like what is the best one out of all of them that you should get. I mean, I really like the yuca with chicharon, as well as that Korean pupusa. That was pretty awesome because, you know, with fusion food, it's always a hit or miss, but that one, if you love meat, you're really gonna like that one. So yeah, it's here in Los Angeles. So if you want to cater with the restaurant, even rent out the restaurant for your parties, I heard they can do a lot of good things for you. Or you can just come by yourself like me and just enjoy all of this food by yourself. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do, is just finish up here. Still a lot more awesome food. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next food adventure.